Out here on attempt number 2. Alright. Before we explore this route, I would just like to say you would want cut, not flash, I believe, but just bring cut. You do need cut, surf, and strength to explore this route fully. Now, with that being said, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Heart Gold Soul Silver. Last time, we did a lot of backtracking, and hopefully we don't have my computer malfunction as much as it did last time, but yeah. This time, we're going to explore Mount Mortar, Route 42, and everything it has to offer. Before I do that, I'm going to put on a max repel, though, because I always learn from my mistakes. I'm Iron Man. Alright. Now doing onto here. There's not a lot we can do here. A lot of it will be unexplorable just because we don't have a certain amount of HMs, but the stuff that we can explore, we will. Going straight up this ladder, there's a lot of, like, off routes and a lot of different pathing, so just trying to explore as much pathing as possible. And we're gonna go down here. So basically all this cave is going to be a bunch, the 3 entrances you see at the bottom. Those are going to be kind of like your guidelines, I guess, and then you're going to have all this interior in which you need the HMs to explore. One of the HMs that we do not have, or 2 of them, are Waterfall and Rock Climb. Rock Climb we don't get until the post game, so don't worry about that, and Waterfall you'll get at the very end, but we're gonna kind of push them aside. We're not gonna explore this later until we have all the HMs required. We're just gonna do it right now because natural progression. Up here is gonna be another item. There are a couple trainers. All of the trainers are gonna be on the surfing route, the one not by the cave. There are 2 ways you can explore this. We'll be covering both ways. I'm about to run out of max repel, so it might be later rather than sooner. Or sooner rather than later. Down here is another item. We're going to find an escape rope. I needed one of those earlier. And anything up here? There should be something up here. Another item. Nice. Nugget. Thank God we're getting a bunch of nuggets. And nope, we need rock climb. Okay, so that other path leads us to a trainer. While we're taking on that trainer, we do have some encounters that we need to do. There are a couple in here and a couple on the route. We'll go over the ones in Mount Mortar in case you want to catch them. Is this a guy? Yes. All right. Hey. Hugh? Or was it trying to say Hugh? I have no idea. All right. There are only 2 encounters. The first one being Marill. Born to be a tank and in return has mediocre offensive power. Because of this, while it is a great tank, it gets terrible usage out of normally great moves that you'd see on water types, typically like Surf and Ice Beam. Common moves on a water type, but you know, you don't get full power out of them. If you're playing Heart Gold Soul Silver, only you have access to the baby Azumarill, but instead of its own bio, I'm just going to put the picture up in stats and say it's not even worth it. It is absolute garbanzo bean buns. Next up, probably should have been explained in the Safari Zone. I don't know why I didn't do this, but you can find Graveler, a rock ground type that gets completely swept up because rock ground is not meant to be a tank and it has terrible speed. To be fair, if you can't trade, Golem isn't terrible, but it's still kind of bad. All of that, and we couldn't even get down with the Slowpoke. I can probably quick attack it, right? No. I'm just cursing too many times. Hopefully we can just quick attack it again one more time. I really don't want to do it. I mean, you are lowering your speed. What is the point of quick attack? I just want to chip damage. There we go. Alright. Slowpoke down. That's what we like to see. 402 for Fuego, and Super Nerd Marcus is taken down. I mistook you for yeah. Oh, so he was trying to say Hugh, not huh. Okay. Makes much more sense. Going down here, no items can be found, and we have explored all of this part over here. That looks to be another trainer. Another ladder. We'll take the ladder. I can make it to the ladder without a repel. And exploring this upper area once again. You have to get through that pool, I believe, through the waterfall on the first floor? That's what it looks like to be. And you're only going to get a 1 item down here, and that will be a revive. Other than that, nothing to do else. Nothing really else to do here. Like I said, the reason why the cave is here in case you don't have surf or you don't want to surf your way through it, but other than that, just take this way, it's much easier. Oh. I'm not losing this time. There's only 2 trainers in here. Oh, 2, okay. Please don't have a Slowpoke. Nidoking! Hey, what a great taste. Level 17 Nidoking is weird. Must have used the stone right off the bat. I mean, that's not bad, but like, you know, you could have had some good moves. Alright. Flamil, you done? Does that mean your next Pokemon is going to be Nidoqueen? Unfortunately, we don't have Beetlejuice with us. He'll get some great. He's going to fall behind a little bit, but we'll get some levels for him later on. Nidoqueen, I called it, is going to be dealt with by Amethyst. Hopefully. One tap, please. You're also level 17, we can deal with that. Now, a lot of these later route Pokemons, I believe, like, even just the trainers, these levels are getting so tedious. Like, they aren't even with our levels. They're 10 to 12 to 15 to who knows how low. And it's just, this is really the boring part of the game in my opinion, where everything is just so vastly lower than you, and it's just hard to play it like that. But I'm gonna go over here, and this is gonna be the entrance we want to find. Or exit on our part, I guess. Hey, welcome to Route 42. We're gonna do some backtracking. Because, yeah, there are some things you want to explore on this route too as well. Like this down here. I think there's an item down here. Yep, Max Potion. Oh, wow. That is a good item. And the water is a deep blue. Yes, we'd like to surf on it. Give me another nickel. Dime. Whatever I said in the last episode. For how many times I've ever seen that phrase. And we're gonna find a super potion. Nice. Hey, the reason you want cut is here. This is the only reason why you need cut. Other than that, you can, once you cut the tree, you can go back and you can get your other 6 team member if you have one, but yeah. Hey, it pushed us. I mean, I touched a legendary. Suicune, how brave it is, how refreshing it is, how beautiful it is, and how quickly it moves. Gold, you seem to be around where Suicune would appear. Well, that's okay. My desire to search for Suicune is beyond yours. My grandpa was quite into myths. I've heard so many stories about Suicune from him. Suicune, I won't stop following you until I found out what you're after. You hear me? That's cool. You know, there are apricorns down there. Those are what I was really into. What is this middle entrance? Do I know? Just another segment. Okay. Is that item achievable up there? I don't know. Achievable. Obtainable. Let's see. Do I have a repel on? I should, I guess. Oh, so there are a bunch of items over here. Okay, so this middle route is definitely worth your time. 1 max repel. I'm not too freaky about that. Item that you want over here will be a PP up. Okay. Found this side route in the bottom left. Let's go check out where this goes. I only have one max repel. If I ever run out of steps, I could just always take an escape rope. Carbos. Wow. Okay, we're finding a lot of vitamins. I plan to use these vitamins as late as possible, just because I always like to use my items late as possible, or whenever it feels like best timed. I believe this path down here is a little bit of a wraparound. I don't want to go to it yet. We saw some items up top. We're gonna go get those real quick. It requires strength. Oh, the strength boulder's the wrong way. Okay, so we can't go that way. So we're gonna go to the right side. A hyper potion! Hooray! Because we only need a potion. Actually, I have not spent a lot of money on items, I'm not gonna lie. Most of it have just been like Ultra Balls or Net Balls. I haven't actually spent items on any like actual healing items other than the Moo Moo Milks. And to be fair, it's worked out for me. I haven't really needed to use those healing items. Max Ether right there. I'm saving those Ethers and Elixirs all for the Elite Four when it really matters and we can't go back. Alright, and one last item before we ditch this place. It is a full wow. Yeah, really good items. Oh, I can make it. One step! And we are out of that hole. And let's finally exit out Mount Mortar and go into Route 42 because we have some Route 42 encounters. But real quick, I feel like buying more Max Repels and selling all the useless items that I got. And the selling items, of course, like the nuggets. We'll be right back. I went back and bought 30 Max Repels, and I basically got all my money back with what I bought and sold, so we're all good. We are back on Route 42, and we're going to actually be exploring the route instead of the cave, because we've basically already done everything in Mount Mortar. Rock climb and waterfall, all that's needed. Can I get that? How do I... Oh, rock climb. Of course. You're a fisherman, so I'm going to go switch to Venus. Oh, I probably should have got Beetlejuice now that we're done with the cut. Yeah, whatever. We're going to take on this fisherman right here, because we have a couple... If you're playing Soul Silver, 3 if you're playing Heart Gold Soul Silver. New Pokemon on this route, starting off with Heart Gold Soul Silver only, Mankey. A pretty underrated fighting type, I have to say. It does everything you would want in a fighting type. Hard hits with physical moves. As we saw with Chuck, it's also got some good speed. If you want to be annoying and do an evasion spam strategy, be my guest. That's not going to be me, though. I don't play like that. Next up is Flaffy. If you missed Mareep way back when, then I feel sorry for you. Not saying Flaffy is bad, but we're at the point where catching wild Pokemon is starting to become more of a daunting task, because for some reasons the wild encounters stay at like level 15 to 20 for some reason. It'll be tough to get it up to par with your team, but in return you'll get some great use out of Flaffy. It's a very good electric type. And next up is Seaking. Skip this Pokemon. It is absolutely garbage, and everything it does is outclassed by every other water type. I'm not even going to tell you anything about it. Just don't use it. If I see this on your team, just stop playing Pokemon. Hey, this is my secret place. Get lost, you outside. What about that guy in the bottom right? You're just going to let him hike all over it? Ah, you elitist. Oh, Nidorino. Okay. It's a pretty interesting type. Oh, and I have poison in me. Hopefully, I'm going to open this water bottle. Hopefully it doesn't, Okay, it did not crack. I hate when, like, the water bottles creak and stuff. It's an annoying noise. I don't know. Gonna Vine Whip 2 more times. Nidorino's gonna tank those. Water is so good. I just gotta say. Water is like God's gift, except it genuinely is. We can do whatever we want in water. We can swim in it. We can drink. We can make food with it. It's so good. So many things to do with water. Speaking of water, we're gonna switch to Lumina because I just don't want to deal with... You're not a ground type yet. What am I doing? It's fine. It's whatever. I could just surf it. I'm not gonna hit poison points, so... I don't need to necessarily worry about the type effectiveness because you're 12 levels lower, and what are we doing? What are we doing, game? Why aren't you at least level 20? I should have used my Moonstone. You know, there's a guy in the cave that had some. Alright, what about this hiker over here? What do you have? Probably just some Geodudes. What's the other side of Mount Mortar like? You know? If you can beat me, I'll let you know. Like, other side as in northern of us, or as in, like, western of us? Oh, you have a Diglett. Oh, that's cool. Because I know it's on both sides. You gotta take down that Diglett. What? I outspeed a Diglett. It actually shouldn't surprise me. I'm 14 levels above it. Alright, level 30 for Venus, our second level 30 member. Let's go. A third, actually, I believe. Is Fuego? I believe Fuego is in there. Yep, Fuego's in there. Okay. Let's get Lumina up to level 30 since you're choosing to switch in a Geodude. Probably not going to get Lumina to level 30, but we can always hope. Maybe if you have like a Graveler, that would give us a lot of experience. Maybe if you're just higher level, like level 29 Geodude, why not? And Dugtrio. It's quite the interesting fella. You're only level 17, of course you are. There are a lot of illegal Pokemon being used here. You know, bump that up to maybe like 10 more levels. Level 26, because that's when it evolves minimally. Alright, Benjamin is defeated. Gwahaha, I lost. So will you actually tell me about the other side that I've already actually been to? Is that a pretty boastful lot? You liar. So it actually was the other way. Oh, why did my Ubisoft connection just pull up? Thank you. We have made it to Mahogany Town, the next town we have needed to go to. Hooray. Right now there's a guy in the way of the gym, so we'll need some exploring to do. But next time on Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, we're gonna go explore this place. Because why not? See you guys then.